watching Fox's special coverage of the 2026 Rose Parade.
Look at that. Yeah, it's raining Southern California. You're looking live along the Rose Parade route here in Pasadena as the final preparations are underway for the 137th Tournament of Roses Parade.
You know, I was driving in here and I was thinking, 2026, you are truly testing us already.
Let me just point out, it rained at Christmas too, 2025 ending with this water.
Okay, yeah. It is a rare occurrence because it's been 2 decades since we've seen rain here on Colorado Boulevard on New Year's Day, but it is a fresh start. Thanks for being with us for our coverage. If you're joining us here on the Fox Local app or one of our Fox television stations, Happy New Year to you. I'm Bob DeCastro.
And I'm Christine Devine. Thanks so much for being with us. You know, driving in 3, 4 in the morning, we're passing crews that have the roadblocks set up. They're in their ponchos. They have their umbrellas. I couldn't help but yell, Happy New Year. It's a great way to kick off 2026.
I was saying, rain or shine, it's good that we have some shiny dispositions out here this morning. So we do have special coverage for you all morning long, and if you decide to watch the parade coverage in your warm and dry living room or your bedroom, we have you covered all along the parade route. We have our Coco McAvoy, who is at TV Corner. This is where those floats make that turn from Orange Grove onto Colorado Boulevard.
She really right over our shoulder there. Yeah, walking and I saw her. She had her poncho on doing her live shots. We have Amanda Salas. I'm thinking Amanda is warm inside. Yes, no umbrella needed. She's at the tournament house where we'll be seeing the VIP guests all morning long.
That's right, doing that parade wave over there. And first, let's get to our Mario Ramirez. He is along the parade route, along with all of those parade goers who have braved these elements to ring in the new year on this magical day. Mario, Happy New Year.
Hey, good morning. Happy New Year to you both. Yes, we're starting to see people fill in along the parade route and get their seats. And this is where it'll start. Just look at all those ponchos, a sea of people wearing rain gear because, of course, it is coming down. And I'm sure you guys felt it up there a few minutes ago. We really got that burst of energy, and it really started pouring. So as people are getting ready for those floats to make their way down, I'm going to go ahead and make my way up to one group because they've got some concerns with this rain. They actually worked on one of the floats for this year's parade, and they spent hours and hours doing that. Hey, where are you guys visiting from, or are you from here? Let me ask.
The Oddfellows and Rebeccas are from all over the United States. We have people from New Jersey, Texas, Oregon, California, Colorado, Illinois, Iowa, and Pennsylvania.
Oh, my gosh. So how many in your group this morning?
Well, there were supposed to be more, but it's raining, so some of them didn't come. There's about 50 of us in the grandstands. We've got 9 out of 10 on the float, and the rest are staying home watching TV.
So who out of you all did the most work on the float? Which one? It was a team effort. I love it. You didn't throw anyone under the bus. No. But are there any concerns with this rain? Are you guys, I know there's waterproof glue that you guys use.
Well, yes, but we have a white rabbit on the Oddfellow Rebecca float that's made out of cotton. And it's covered in cotton, and we don't know how it's going to stand up in 25 inches of rain all night long.
Or how much it's going to weigh. When it gets saturated with water, it may weigh quite a bit.
And what was that like working on these beautiful pieces that, tens of thousands of flowers on each one?
It's a tremendous amount of work. It's 12-hour days from the day after Christmas until the 30th of December. And when we go home the 30th, the float's done. Now, there's a lot of pre-work that's done before all of us get here after Christmas. The California people do a lot of work before we get here.
Yeah, so I get it now. You guys spent so much time working on this float, and you definitely want to see your work as it makes its way through.
I'd like to see it all together when it goes by.
All right, well, thank you guys for being here.
We won something. We just don't know what yet.
Perfect. Well, glad you guys placed. We're bundled up here as the rain continues to come down, and we'll check back in. But for now, we're live here. We'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you.
Well, we'll be announcing those winners right here with our parade coverage. And how brave of them to come out here and sit there in the rain.
I was thinking we still have some time because the parade really gets underway at 8 o'clock this morning. So maybe if it lets up a little bit, then maybe some of those folks who decided, I'm going to stay home or stay in my hotel room, like, yeah, maybe maybe I'll come out this morning.
Well, one thing I will say, it's not that cold. I thought it was going to be really cold out here. Last year we were here, it was freezing. I don't know if the rain keeps the cold away, keeps it kind of warm.
Maybe so. Maybe so. It is Southern California.
Yeah.
All right, let's check in with Coco McAvoy. As we said, she's live at the corner of Orange Grove and Colorado Boulevards. They're calling it TV Corner. Coco, you got your poncho on. Happy New Year.
Hey there, Happy New Year. The 137th Rose Parade is going to be a rainy one, but we're seeing a lot of ponchos out here, a lot of excitement too. We're at the corner of Orange Grove Boulevard in Colorado. This is considered a prime location because you're going to get a lot of the excitement. You're going to see the floats, the marching bands, equestrian teams as well. And you can see people are starting to fill the area. They're waving, still a lot of smiles despite the rain. We also have to remember that everyone that comes here is not necessarily from Southern California, so some people are used to the rain and some people are embracing it as well. I have to introduce you here to Ranita. She is from Indiana, so that's right.
Yes,
so you're going to the game, right?
Yes, I'm going to the game. I'm so excited. It's my first time here, and I'm just thrilled.
Yes.
Thrilled to be here.
And the rain, well, what do you think about it? Not bothering you yet?
Not bothering me yet. I'm a little chilly, but I've got 6 layers on the top, 2 on the bottom, 2 pair of socks, my rain boots. I'm good. Yeah.
And you got a prime location here. What are your thoughts? What are you most looking forward to seeing?
I'm looking forward to seeing a guy from my little hometown. He makes floats. His name is Bobby Eldridge, and he's going to have 3 big floats today, and I'm so excited to see his floats come by and just root for him and hope that he wins some prizes today.
Yes, absolutely. And rooting for Indiana, right?
Right. Hoosiers, yes, all the way. I went to IU. Awesome, yes.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. Yes. Happy New Year to you.
Coco, good to meet you.
Good to meet you, too.
Have a great day.
You, too. That's really what I love. It is exciting. That's what I love about covering the Rose Parade. You meet so many great people, and people are coming from all over to be part of this, coming to Southern California for this tradition, a New Year's Day tradition that people come to every single year. We're seeing more and more families pile in. I've even seen some little babies as well with all of their rain gear. So making memories at a young age. I'll send it back to you.
Well,
this is going to be a memory.
It
for sure.
really is. And I'm not saying I'm biased for any team, but my brother-in-law was the former captain of the IU football team back in the day, so I have a little interest in
There you
Indiana,
go.
but not biased at all.
Of course, this parade all ends with, and it culminates with the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl game at 1 p.m. So we're going to see the
Welcome,
Hoosiers
fans.
and the Crimson Tide battling out there at the Rose Bowl. All right, the theme of this year's Tournament of Roses parade is the magic in teamwork, and we've got part of our team, Amanda Salas. She's live at the Tournament House where she's hanging out with the VIPs before they hit the streets.
And dry.
I am hanging out. I am, yes. Happy New Year, Christine and Bob. I am hanging out with the VIPs, including, I'm just telling her, I'm giving her a shout out, Catherine Barger. She wants us all to get hugs from her for 2026. We have a lot of love for her, and she has a lot of love for us. So the feeling is very mutual here at the Tournament House. And, you know, I always say this is kind of like the White House on the parade route. And so what's a White House without a president? So, of course, I spoke to the president, Mark Levins. Happy New Year, Mr. President.
Thank you. Great to be here.
This is always such an iconic event, and it's a rain or shine event.
Absolutely. Yep, we're all going to go no matter what. People are excited. All the thousands of people that put all the effort to get here, all the thousands of band members and all the thousands of volunteers that put in so many hours, we're excited to put the parade on.
Yes. Each year is special in its own way, but what is extra special about 2026?
You know, I think our community just went through so much this year, and we're so excited to kind of turn the page and get started on a brand new year.
And what do you have any resolutions, goals, hopes for 2026?
No, I think we're just optimistic. You know, we've gotten through a year that was difficult for a lot of people, and I think we're just hopeful that 2026 is going to have a lot of joy and a brand new beginning for a lot of people in the community.
That is definitely a sentiment that I'm hearing a lot of inside the tournament house. There are 935 volunteers that all show up. They have breakfast together. There's a sense of community, and everyone is truly hoping for a brighter 2026. So that is the sentiment for today. I'm waiting on Magic Johnson, and I will have an interview with him later on this morning because, of course, as you know, the theme is the magic of teamwork. I'll send it back to you, Bob and Christine.
Yeah, that's right. So apropos that he is the Grand Marshal of the Rose Parade this year, the magic in teamwork. It's all about our community coming together despite what has been a challenging year for us here in Southern California.
Yeah, we're coming up on the one-year anniversary of the January 7th wildfires, of course. If you know Pasadena, you know Altadena, one of those fire locations, is literally around the corner. So it's on the minds of everybody. It's on the minds of everybody. And it's so strange to have all this rain. We could have used this rain on January 7th.
As I said, we're optimistic here. It's all about a fresh start. We are going to have continuing coverage here of the Tournament of Roses Parade, the 137th year. A live look outside. That's the start of the parade here on Orange Grove. And we'll have more coverage after the break.
Welcome back to our Rose Parade coverage. The look of the day, if you're not under one of these tarps, is the rain poncho.
That's right.
Yeah.
Someone's making a lot of money on ponchos today because
absolutely
no umbrellas allowed on the parade route, largely because they don't want to block the view for the people who are going to be walking along the parade route trying to look at those beautiful and magical floats.
And all the years of the Rose Parade, it's only rained 10 times in history. The most recent occurrence, 2006, going way back.
Hey, let's go right back to Amanda Salas at the tournament house. She is with our Grand Marshal.
That you don't do that isn't magic?
Well, you know, I just try to, first of all, win on the basketball court and win in sports, but also win for the community too, and create job opportunities, give scholarships to young people, help Altadena, I should say, in terms of recover from the wildfires. So all those different things I try to do here in Los Angeles, and so it's been a blessing living here and being a part of the community here. And then to be the Grand Marshal is just cherry on top.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just a real blessing.
And the theme, of course, the magic of teamwork.
Yeah.
It's in the name. Why does teamwork truly make the dream work?
Well, teamwork is everything, right? When everybody's pulling in the same direction, everybody has the same goal, you normally come out successful. And look at our Dodgers winning back-to-back World Series because teamwork, right?
That's right.
As we rebuild you know, these communities, Palisades, Altadena, on and on and on. It's going to take teamwork to do that. It's going to take a lot of people coming together and working hard for making sure that we can put those amazing families back in their home. So teamwork happens in the community, happens in business, but also happens in sports and in everyday life in corporate America. We got to go back to loving thy neighbor, respecting thy neighbor, and we got to get back to those principles.
That's right. Those are the important principles. That's the sense of community. And L.A. has a very strong community.
Oh, no question about it. That's why I love living here. You know, it's a big city, but it's made up of a lot of little cities and a lot of little communities.
Yeah.
And that's what makes us special. People love living here. And then the fabric of a great community is the people.
That's right. I mean, I'm sure you heard the Randy Newman song over and over and over again. I love L.A. What is the thing you love about L.A. the most?
I love the fact that, first, the people. I love the fact that you can go anywhere, right? You can get what you want. Whatever kind of community you want, we have it here. If it's arts community, if it's you want to live near the beach, if you want to live near the city, if you want, yeah, exactly. You can get to the mountains, you can get to the snow, Big Bear, Mammoth.
That's right.
And so we have everything that you would want here, and that's what makes LA special. And then, of course, Hollywood, and we're the best sports town in the whole world, right?
That's right. So, okay, you know, I have to ask you, what's the magic that we're going to need to get that three-peat this year for the Dodgers?
Well, I think the guys are committed. We have the right manager in Dave Roberts. We have the right super star and the best player in the world in Shohei. And so I think we have everything we need, leadership in Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts. We have great pitching as well, relievers. I mean, we have it all to do it again. What we must do this season is just have fun, right, with the process. We can't win the World Series starting now. We have to, it's a process. You have to build toward that process. And I think these guys are so focused on being the best, and it happened this past season, and I think it'll happen again. And so we're, as Dodger fans and all, man, I've been everywhere around the country. Everybody is so hyped of what happened in this past World Series, the greatest World Series we've ever seen. And then we've seen some of the greatest performances we've ever seen, too, from Yamamoto to Shohei hitting 3 home runs and striking out, 10, 11 guys in the same game. And we're never going to see that again. So, again, this is just great. The Dodgers are ready. We're going to get our Lakers back strong again. And so we just build from there. You got 2 football teams that's performing well, Chargers, Rams. So, you know, this city is on fire right now, and we're excited.
Because they not like us.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing the magic to this parade, to this city, and to 2026.
Thank you.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, everybody.
All right. Bring it back to you. Bringing the magic to you.
The magic.
So awesome. Hi, Magic. And you know what I love about Magic Johnson? He's just an example of what you never know where your life is going to take you. From an NBA player to being this community leader and just active in so many different ways in making our city wonderful. Yeah. As we reflect on the past year and start setting our resolutions and think of the year ahead, you never know where life's going to take you as well.
Everything that he's done in sports, in health, in
yes.
uplifting underserved communities, and now bringing the community together in the wake of those wildfires. So a fitting Grand Marshal for the 137th Tournament of Roses Parade. We'll have more coverage after the break. Welcome back to our special coverage of the 137th Rose Parade. A live look there. It is still raining this morning, a rare occurrence here. This time in Southern California, it's been 20 years since we've seen rain on New Year's Day.
That explains all of the ponchos, but Happy New Year. We're having fun out here. Look to the top of your screen there on the left. That is the United States Marine Corps Mounted Color Guard. They're forming up for the parade. You got to feel for them with all of this rain, but also we're here in heart and spirit to kick off the new year, rain or rain.
Right, or like I said, rain or shiny dispositions. Yeah, they're standing out there already in formation, getting ready for the parade, which gets underway at 8 o'clock this morning. So you got to think they got to stand out here and then walk that 5.5 mile parade route. But hey, we're all excited here to ring in the new year.
You're talking about that for a lifetime, right? That one time it rained on the Rose Parade. I was there. I did the march. Yeah.
That's right. Well, this is a worldwide audience, and if you're coming to us live on our Fox Local app, you'll see us all across this country. They're also watching us from across the world, and a lot of preparation goes into this. The people who are participating in this parade really put a lot of hard work into getting here and getting ready for their close-up.
We're going to take you behind the scenes for day one of auditions to be here.
One of the things you'll learn about me, if you haven't already, is I pretty much make everyone audition every time. I'm a big believer in giving people opportunities.
Welcome to the Rose Parade Audition 2026.
We are so grateful for your time. We're going to get right into it. You're going to learn a commercial hip-hop, and then you're going to learn a technical combo.
I'm just always humbled by the amount of talent that comes in the room. So thank you guys for being here.
We're going to throw a lot at you, but that really is the job. You'll have it by the time we go into an audition, I promise you. But just bear with us. You're about to learn a lot, okay?
That's a good thing.
I like to keep it fresh and keep it interesting. I like to see new people. I like to give new people opportunities.
So much stronger now.
And we saw them warming up about 5 a.m. They had their ponchos on. They're going to do it, rain or rain.
That's right. Let's head back to the tournament house. Amanda South is there, rubbing elbows with some of the VIPs.
I'm rubbing elbows Indy with Cebu, and let me just tell you something. There's one thing you want to be today on New Year's Day, and that's safe and sound, especially in the rain. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year, Shonorabor Nordari, to my Armenian fellas.
That is how you say Happy New Year in Armenian. We were talking briefly before, and I just want to ask you, how much rehearsal goes into this? This is one of the biggest events of the year. You're performing the grand finale. How much do you prepare?
Yes, I've never done anything like this at this scale. It's kind of amazing. We got 24 dancers that are going to be doing these crazy moves around this very unique performance of the song. We've been rehearsing for a couple weeks now, a bunch of times getting together. There's a lot going on.
And what does the Tournament of Roses Parade mean to you personally, not just professionally?
Well, I've been kind of a local native for most of my life here, and every New Year's Day we would wake up and watch the later airing of the Rose Parade. So I was always fond of the floats and everything. So it's really cool to be. I'm a Pasadena local, so this is really this is cool for me.
It's an honor then for you, for sure.
Absolutely.
So did you go out last night then, or did you play it safe and responsible because you have to perform in front of, I don't know, thousands and thousands and maybe millions of people watching?
No, I just hung out with the family. Went to my cousin's house, kind of countdown over there, and then soon after that we had a 2:30 call to do a 3 a.m. dress rehearsal. So I'm tired, but it's going to be worth it, yeah.
Can you give our viewers a little sneak peek of what they can expect?
Well, if you've seen the music video to Safe and Sound, you'll see that it was kind of an homage to all different kinds of dancing styles from the various eras of the last 100 years. So the dancers are going to be recreating dance moves from the different decades. And so you'll see a lot of that. There's classic cars, of course, a lot of beautiful flowers, and some cool choreography.
Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da, bum.
Ra-pa-pa, we're Safe and Sound.
Ooh! We are safe and sound here in the tournament house. Sending it back to you, Christine and Bob.
You should join the band.
Okay, thanks.
And of course, we know Cebu from The Voice on NBC. We'll see him at the end of the parade performance.
Christine
Very
knows
nice.
you from
All
The
right,
Voice.
coming up.
Safe and Sound.
Yeah. Coming up, our coverage of the Tournament of Roses Parade is going to continue in the rain.
That's right. It's T-minus about a half hour before we see those floats rolling down Colorado Boulevard on this New Year's Day. We'll be right back.
watching Fox's special coverage of the 2026 Rose Parade.
Welcome back. You're looking live, and Bob DeCastro. I'm seeing more people fill those stands. Here's closer to parade time.
Yep, got their ponchos on. It's going to be a special day with the rain that we've got going here. But officials are saying, look, the floats are going to look even more abundant. They'll glisten, and they'll look a lot fresher. So we're going to see.
That's what I look like in the rain. I glisten.
That's right.
Exactly. All right, Mario Ramirez is along the parade route. How you doing out there, Mario?
Yes, that's right. And we've just been soaking it in quite literally as it continues to pour out here. And this is known as America's New Year celebration. Everybody's got their American flags out here, miniature flags. And just take a look. These Marines now starting to line up here at the corner of Orange Grove Boulevard and Green Street. They will be part of the first entrances along the parade route following the Honda float, covered in flowers, and so many of those floats are ready to go. They're going to be lined up here along the street, and I've been talking to people from all over. I have this group. They're from different locations. Tell me, where are you guys from?
Arlington, Texas.
Brighton, Colorado.
Kirkwood, Missouri.
All right, and you guys all met in San Diego, and here you are at the Rose Parade. You have quite a few in your group, 10, but tell me about this experience. This is going to be a unique one. First time?
First time.
1981.
1981. Okay, so you're kind of guiding them here, huh? What have you been telling them to expect?
Just tell them to expect, the spectacularness of all this parade, and just the rain is not a deterrent at all. It's just about experiencing it. We were pedal pushers earlier in the week and got to experience that as well. So we're going to be looking for our floats with yellow roses today. We were the yellow rose people.
Oh, very good. Love to see that. And so you guys were actually a part of this. How many in your group did everyone show up?
We all showed up.
All showed up, yeah.
Because you have to embrace this. This is just, we'll talk about this forever.
Yeah, exactly. This is one for the record books, that's for sure. It has not rained in the last 20 years during Rose Parade Day. So quite unique. Thank you all for talking here. They're going to have a great time, whether it's pouring or not, and it continues to come down here live. We'll send it back to you right above us.
And not to worry, because the floats are actually glued together with waterproof glue, so all of the rain will not wash away the flowers. They'll stay intact. We hope.
The visual of that.
Yes.
Yeah. No, they have to prepare for this just in case. And of course, we had rain over Christmas, so we got a taste of what was to come. Mario, by the way, is just right below us here, and he gets to see all the preps that are standing by, ready to go.
It's a 5.5-mile route down Colorado Boulevard. We've got Coco McAvoy, who is also along the parade route. She's at TV Corner. How's it looking there, Coco?
Good morning. So, hey, it's a rainy New Year's Day, but we're still seeing a lot of smiles. A lot of people are really looking forward to the 137th Rose Parade. Rain or rain, as you've all been saying. I'm going to steal that line because I really like it. I am here with Rhonda and Mitch now. They're from Carmel, Indiana. So, what are your thoughts on the rain? I know you get rain in Indiana.
We get tons of rain, but it's been a very snowy winter thus far for us. We have had just a boatload of snow, which is rare. It's usually January and February we get it. So I guess this is better than snow.
I agree. I'm from Michigan, and I agree. Rain's better than snow. So, Rhonda, what are your hopes today for the Rose Bowl?
Well, for the Rose Bowl, we're looking for the Hoosiers to bring home our victory. First time we've been to the Rose Bowl since 1967, and it'll be our first Rose Bowl victory today.
And Mitch, we were talking about how, at least so far, I've been seeing nothing but Indiana fans, right?
Yeah, same thing. DFW Airport, there were no Alabama fans there. Our hotel has maybe a couple. Talked to them. They've been very nice, very polite. So everybody just wants no injuries, want a good game, and they don't want the Hoosier victory as much as we do, but we're going to take that. So, and it is Carmel, not Carmel. She said it correctly. So.
Yes, you told me, and I'm like, I'm going to get it right. What are you looking forward to when it comes to the Rose Parade?
Seeing the IU band. We already saw the float. We walked by the float, and just seeing all the different floats. I mean, it is really cool, especially seeing them up close.
And we've got a high school, one of the local high schools from Indianapolis is here, Brownsburg, so we're excited about that.
Awesome. Mitch, Rich and Rhonda, Happy New Year to you. Thanks for talking to us in the rain.
Thank you, Coco. Take care.
Yes, you take care too. That's really the best part of the Rose Parade, of course, meeting all the people who travel from all over the U.S., really all over the world, to be part of the Rose Parade. I'll send it back to you.
And it's not so bad right now. It's not that bad. It's not coming down like in the burst that we saw earlier this morning.
It definitely comes down in spurts. But here we are. The countdown is on. Less than a half hour to go now before those parades start rolling down Colorado Boulevard. Let's get back to Amanda Salas. She's at the Tournament House with the VIPs.
Yes. I'm telling you, very important people, very important police officers, VIP, all the way. Now, last hit, I was speaking with Cebu from Capital Cities, who sings Safe and Sound, and Chief McDonald here keeps us safe and sound.
Great team. Thank you. Yeah.
What this year is different, though, for you, and it's a special milestone for you as the chief.
Yeah, it's my first opportunity as chief of the Los Angeles Police Department to be able to participate in the Rose Parade, and I get the opportunity to be able to do it with our mounted unit on horseback. So very much looking forward to today and being able to see the crowd that's out there and just the enthusiasm. 2025 was a tough year for everybody, so to be able to move on, have that in the rearview mirror with a sense of optimism for the year ahead.
I love that. And you're so right. 2025 definitely had its ups and downs, and we have full hope for 2026. Did you have any personal resolutions for this year?
The same ones I have every year, you know, as far as fitness and healthy living and all of that. But really, just to take a step back and enjoy the moment. You know, I think we all tend to just put our head down and keep going, and we don't appreciate what we have in the moment. We'll look back years from now and say, wow, that was pretty cool. Yeah. Something like the parade today really drives that home. So take a breath and enjoy the time we have.
The sense of community today is just remarkable. We're seeing people coming from all over, some sleeping overnight. And what, as a member of our city, how does that make you feel?
It makes you feel very, very proud that people from all over the world come here as a very special part of their life, something that many of them have saved up for many, many years to be able to come and participate in this. Every year we have the football teams who qualify for this, and a large contingent of people from their cities, their states, come to participate and, enjoy what LA has to offer, what Pasadena has to offer. And just this region is truly very special, and I think too often we tend to forget that and take it for granted.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, as you can see, the Tournament House, there's a lot of action going on. The Rose Court right behind us. Bye, girls. Good to see you. Bye. Was there anyone here, as we send it back, was there anyone here that you got a little starstruck seeing? I mean, I just talked to Magic Johnson.
Yeah, Magic and I took a photo together a couple of minutes ago, and what a class act. Magic is always a role model for so many others, and somebody who's always looking to give back to the community. Really a special person. Very fitting that he is being honored today as the Grand Marshal.
Thank you for speaking with us, Chief, and can't wait to see you out there. Look for him out there. He's going to be right before Capital City, so it'll be Safe and Sound and then Safe and Sound ×2. We'll send it back to you, Christine and Bob.
One of the many equestrian units that we are going to see marching down Colorado Boulevard. Always spectacular and majestic to see that, and it's really cool to see the behind the scenes there as people are starting to roll out and get onto the parade route with their ponchos. So they're ready.
Well, I saw an old photo when it rained back in the day for the Rose Parade, and they had see-through umbrellas for the court.
So they have the see-through umbrellas, the see-through ponchos, because you got to see the wardrobe. A lot of time and energy was spent into putting all of this together.
Let's talk about that.
The whole creative process starts with
what the client wants.
Yeah.
What the client is
with an idea. Usually it's an idea from Michael that we then pivot off of, and we get to now go crazy and spiral out and show him what we're inspired by, what the choreography is. We source a lot of things online because it's usually things that you can't just find in any old random store.
We run into a lot of different elements that we have to juggle around.
20 dancers times 4 performances. Specialty acts. We have the artists, multiple artists per float usually. When it comes to artists, the artist has their own specific personal sense of style, their own performance sense of style. We do try to cull from any imagery we can find of them and their performances and get a good inspiration for what their vibe is, and then find a way to make our own twist on it.
Oh my gosh. Hi.
Well, hi. We're back. That was cool to see the behind the scenes. It really goes to show you how much goes into making this parade happen. And they already start designing the floats the day after the parade ends. They're on to the next year.
They're already working on it a whole year in advance, from the wardrobe to the performances that we see here. Listen, the countdown is on. We are less than 20 minutes from the start of the 137th Annual Tournament of Roses Parade. We'll have full coverage when we come back.
Be right back.
Thanks for joining us. Our continuing coverage of the Tournament of Roses Parade on your Fox Local app and your Fox television stations. We have a little bit of a lull here in the rain.
Let's just say this rain at this hour is doable.
Yes.
Come on out. This we can do.
Yes. Hopefully it stays this way. We're actually seeing more people filling the stands here. What is it? T-minus 15 minutes and counting before the start of the parade. If it stays this way, wow, this is going to be a spectacular parade to see.
Either way, it's going to be one you don't want to miss. We thank you for being with us. I'm Christine Devine here with Bob DeCastro. Mario Ramirez is out there on the streets just below us. Let's go to him right now. Mario.
Yeah, and we're now starting to feel a little bit of relief because the rain's starting to let up, but it's still coming down. Now, we've been talking to people from all over the globe, but this group here from right down the street in South Pasadena. So tell me, you guys are all bundled up here. What's this like? You've never been to the parade before.
Never been to the parade, and we were given this gift of tickets, and we were not going to not come, even though it was raining. But it's pretty crazy.
Okay, so we knew rain was going to be in the forecast. What did you do to prepare?
We just have a lot of layers. Look at, we have garbage bags on our shoes right here.
Shoes so we don't get wet. But yeah, and we're like have a lot of layers.
Yeah.
We wore leggings under our pants to make it sure we're extra warm, and fuzzy socks, which are now soaked, so that's fun.
Yeah, and it feels a little lighter now, so that's some relief as we're moving into the start of the parade. Any float that you all are looking forward to, or any performers, anything like that?
Definitely like the courts. That's gonna be cool. The princesses and the queen, or what that's called, the rose courts. Is that what it's called? Yeah. I think so. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Just all of it. I'm not sure.
All of it. And there's a lot to take in, not only soaking in the rain, but soaking in the views as we're getting ready for those floats to make their way here along the parade route. So, yes, it's still coming down a little bit better than it was earlier, but we're ready for it. We've been preparing for it. For now, we'll send it back to you all, Bob and Christine.
Yes.
Let me just say, I was out here last year for our coverage. It was colder last year. Dry, but colder.
Yeah,
it was really cold.
It is a rare occurrence. 2 decades since we've had rain here on New Year's Day, but we're all braving it, and so is Coco McAvoy. She is live at the TV Corner with more people who are braving it. Look, there's so many excited people behind you.
Good morning, Happy New Year. So many excited people here at TV Corner getting ready for the 137th Rose Parade. Despite the rain, people are so happy to be here. I've got Natalie and Soraya and the whole group here. First year coming to the Rose Parade. What are your thoughts? How excited are you to be here, Soraya?
Very.
What are you most looking forward to seeing?
Flowers.
Oh my gosh, there's going to be so many pretty flowers. What do you think about the rain? Is it bothering you or not?
No.
That's good. You're just happy to be here. What about you, Natalie?
Oh, we're very excited. First year, their first experience, of course.
Yeah.
It's great. The rain does not bother me. We're from Washington, so we're home.
I love that. You're home. This is perfect for you. Well, Happy New Year to all of you. Have an amazing time at the Rose Parade. We love the smiling faces and all of the excitement. And I love that a lot of people are saying the rain's not bothering them. They're coming from all over the country to enjoy the Rose Parade. You heard Soraya say she's excited to see the beautiful flowers. We're going to see so much of that with all of the floats. They are truly magical, and that really fits the theme, which is the magic in teamwork. So much teamwork goes into making sure that this goes off without a hitch every single year. We're excited for the Rose Parade. I'll send it back to you.
We are excited. I feel like she makes a good point. You know, we're not used to the rain here in Southern California on New Year's Day, but people who are watching us from home, from Seattle, from New York, where the temperatures there are pretty cold. We're doing pretty good here in Southern California.
Still, didn't they hope for sunny Southern California? All right, Amanda Salas back at the Tournament House.
Yes, Christine, I love that we keep saying the word magic, because it is all about magic. And I just want to give a shout out to one of the 935 volunteers for giving me an emergency poncho, because today really is BYOP, bring your own poncho. Again, going back to the magic in teamwork. And you can't say that and spell it without Magic Johnson himself. I know that you used to watch this parade as a kid in Michigan. So what does it mean to you to be the Grand Marshal for this year?
Well, it means a great deal for me. You know, when I think about all those years as a little boy watching this amazing parade, the Rose Parade, and never dreaming I would be the Grand Marshal, because I'm watching and looking at all the celebrities that were the Grand Marshal back in those days. And then, you know, the floats were so amazing. The marching bands were so great. So it just allowed you to dream, right? And so, and then it led you into the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. So I watched the Rose Parade, and then I watched the Rose Bowl game. So it was just great.
And the theme, of course, the magic of teamwork.
Yeah.
It's in the name. Why does teamwork truly make the dream work?
Well, teamwork is everything, right? When everybody's pulling in the same direction, everybody has the same goal, you normally come out successful. And look at our Dodgers winning back-to-back World Series because teamwork, right?
That's right.
As we rebuild, you know, these communities, Palisades, Altadena, on and on and on. It's going to take teamwork to do that. It's going to take a lot of people coming together and working hard for making sure that we can put those amazing families back in their home. So teamwork happens in the community, happens in business, but also happens in sports and in everyday life in corporate America. We got to go back to loving thy neighbor, respecting thy neighbor, and we got to get back to those principles.
That's right. Those principles are so important. A great way to kick off 2026. Not bad talking to a Hall of Famer before 8 a.m. I am going to put on this emergency poncho, though, and brave the rain to watch the floats take off for the 137th annual Tournament of Roses Parade. And I know you guys have the best seats in the house.
We really do.
We do. But I have my poncho, too, and I've never used this thing. I've had it for years. Never used it.
It's not hard.
Glad I kept it.
Put it on.
All right.
You just put it on.
Of course, the other stars today are for the parade are the floats.
Right.
Amazing floats.
Yeah, so it's about a 5.5-mile route down Colorado Boulevard. It's actually going down Route 66. Here's a look.
100 years ago, the U.S. government decided to pave all of these meandering trails that were leading to nowhere and pave one contiguous line from the east to the west.
Route 66 is part of America's national identity because from the Depression era until the 70s, it's how people traveled to California, to the West Coast, to the Pacific Ocean. As soon as people started having cars, Route 66 started coming west.
California epitomized the ultimate journey for those looking for a better way of life.
I can remember when Route 66 wasn't even paved all the way. Some of it had dirt section.
It's small town America. It's business owners just trying to make it. The people become family, makes it hard to leave, and it's just a different kind of beauty here.
The identity of Pasadena and the Rose Parade, the whole entire route, as you know, Colorado Boulevard, is Route 66.
Here's to another 100 years of getting your kicks on Route 66.
All right, the countdown is on. Less than 8 minutes to the start of the Tournament of Roses Parade.
I saw some sunshine in that video. Where is that sunshine?
We'll have more coverage after the break. Stay with us. Getting the crowd revved up as we get closer and closer to the start of the Tournament of Roses Parade, the 137th Tournament of Roses Parade. Yes, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Yes, what a way to kick off 2026. We were here last year, and I can tell you the vibrancy, the crowd, the parade, the floats, the equestrian, the marching bands, it really gets you revved up for the new year, even in the rain. And Bobby, we see all those ponchos there, people who are not going to miss this event. Hi, fans. Hi, friends.
Yeah, hello. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
That's right.
Yes, and how fitting is it that the theme of this year's parade is the magic in teamwork? Because even with all of the rain, to make this all happen and put this all together and still make it look as beautiful and majestic as it is going to be, it takes a heck of a lot of teamwork, right?
I'm thinking if people are watching at home thinking, I'm in my comfies and my jammies right now, wouldn't want to be there in the rain. Oh, it's not so bad. The rain's let up just a little bit right now, and it's not as cold as it was last year. I actually went to the store to buy hand warmers for all of us. Haven't needed them. I actually would taken layers off.
The good news is officials say, look, the floats are going to be a little heavier because the water will weigh it down a little bit, but they'll be glistening, and the flowers are going to look so abundant.
Here we go.
The Rose Parade starts right now.
Everybody, we're live from Pasadena, and I'm proud to be the Grand Marshal for the 2026 Rose Parade presented by Thompson. First, a word from the President of Rose President. Good morning and happy New Year. I'm Mark Robbins, President of the Pasadena Tournament of Roses. And it is my honor to welcome you to the 137th Rose Parade. Today we celebrate creativity, community, and teamwork that bring us all together. Let the magic begin. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like a concert out here. They have like special effects with the rain coming down.
Right. That was Bishop Briggs from American Idol and The Voice. She has the song called River. Not quite a river of rain.
Not quite.
But it's coming down a little bit.
Yeah, an electric start to the Tournament of Roses Parade, the 137th annual Tournament of Roses Parade. Happy New Year to you for all of you joining us from all across the country for our Fox Local coverage of the parade.
I'm Christine Devine here with Bob DeCastro. It was pouring this morning. There's a bit of kind of a lull a little bit in the heaviness of the rain. We are ready to go with the parade, though. You can see everything right behind us here, lined up, ready to go.
And let's get it started here. This is our first parade. The first float is from Honda, who is the presenting sponsor of the parade. This is the 16th year that they are the presenting sponsor. From the race cars on the track to the team members standing together in celebration, each element on this float represents how teamwork is central to engineering and racing.
And the theme of this is the power of teams. They have some e-scooters on this. They've earned 15 trophies, so they really know what they're doing when it comes to building a parade float here. And we thank them for being here. This is super cool.
Yeah, the theme of this year's Rose Parade is the magic of teamwork. And boy, it takes a year for them to put these floats together. So certainly a lot of teamwork went into this.
And did you know Honda's first U.S. headquarters was right here in Los Angeles? So how appropriate that they are the #1 entry here, starting us off here.
Yeah, it's 31st year as the official vehicle of the Rose Parade. That headquarters, as you said, is now in the Torrance area here in Southern California. It first began as a motorcycle manufacturer, and now they do so many other things. And,
all right.
Are innovators in technology.
You gotta really celebrate the people that are on the horseback, the equestrian units, and those that are marching. This is the United States Marine Corps West Coast Composite Band from San Diego and Camp Pendleton. Rain or rain, they are here.
We've been out here for a couple of hours, and they've been standing in formation there at the start of this parade, waiting for this parade to get underway. There they are in their dress blues, going down Orange Grove.
And let me just stand corrected here. This is the Marine Corps Mounted Color Guard from Barstow, California. Right behind them is going to be the composite band. We welcome them and thank them for starting us out here with the instruments and all this 5-mile march here. And right now it is kind of light rain, but wow, they look great.
Despite the rain, looking really smart this morning. The United States Marine Corps West Coast Composite Band, so they are stationed across Southern California. The Marines are led by Gunnery Sergeant Craig Palmer. Throughout 2025, the Marines celebrated 250 years of service to our nation.
Let's listen in.
All right, this band performs over 300 commitments each year. This is the only event where you'll find them performing together on the same stage. They bring them all together kind of apropos that the theme of this year's parade is the magic in teamwork, and you're bringing all these Marine Corps members from all across Southern California together just to play for the crowds here along Colorado Boulevard.
Over 20 consecutive years of appearing in the Rose Parade. That's the last time we had rain there. I wonder if somebody told them, here's how it's going to go down with this rain.
You know, they're Marines.
Okay.
They're Marines, and they can weather anything, right? It doesn't matter.
Got it.
It amazes me how smart they look there in their dress blues. And on comes the next float here. This is the Disney float as Disney celebrates America.
Look at the flowers there. There's some ponchos. They were smart there, right? And I love the glove there, the Mickey Mouse glove. It celebrates America's 250th birthday. We've got Mickey, we've got Minnie, Goofy, and Pluto. They're riding in a vintage Main Street USA fire truck from Disneyland.
They're walking alongside our 50 military veterans who make that Disney magic happen. Disney just proud that they can hire veterans through its Heroes Work Here initiative to try to get more veterans employed. The red poppies on there is a symbol of remembrance for fallen military personnel.
We have a winner here. This is your Extraordinaire Award, San Francisco. Welcome to Pasadena, California. This is the San Francisco Travel Association with the theme Believe in San Francisco. They're used to this kind of weather in San Francisco.
They are used to this kind of weather. They came here for some sunshine, but they're braving here some of these different elements. The award for the Extraordinaire Award is for the most extraordinary float. This is San Francisco's first Rose Parade float in 50 years. So there they are back, and there you can see the iconic Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, yeah. And noting here, 100,000 flowers used. That is spectacular.
There you see the pink ladies as well. Yeah, 25,000 roses put on that Golden Gate Bridge.
Look at the trolley.
Spectacular. They've got the little trolley there.
That's cool.
The deck is adorned with 15,000 high and magic roses.
We should note the San Francisco Travel Association was formed after the 1906 earthquake to help revitalize the city through tourism. I was there over the holidays. Love you, San Francisco. Went down to the north area to get some pizza. The little Italy area. Fantastic. Oh, another winner.
Another winner here. This is the Tournament Volunteer Award. And that award goes to the most outstanding floral presentation of the Rose Parade theme.
Ooh,
among floats 35 feet and under in length.
And this is from Lions International. Their theme, In Harmony We Serve. They do so much good work, the Lions Clubs International. They've been a part of every parade since 1992.
Yep. So
here's
another example of teamwork you're looking at right there. 4 lions on the float, rowing together. This is Lions International, and again, their theme is In Harmony We Serve. They had first displayed a float in the Rose Parade in 1948.
You're saying they know what they're doing?
Yeah.
They've been there? Okay. And we should note, Lions International has 1.4 million members, 49,000 clubs worldwide. They do so much good. It's a great way to network and be involved with your community. In Harmony We Serve, and they do great service.
All right. Our next group here is the Homewood Patriot Band from Homewood, Alabama. Really special for this group because, as we know, the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl, will be Alabama versus Indiana. So they march the parade here and they head over to the Rose Bowl.
Well, welcome, Alabama. Let's go ahead and listen in. I'm sure you've got a lot of fans back home watching.
About 300 members in this band. It's the largest high school band in the state. Fun fact here, but 6 truckers left Homewood High there in Alabama on Christmas just to make sure that they got all of their band equipment, their musical instruments here in Pasadena for this parade.
Well, we're sorry we couldn't bring you some sunshine here, but you're doing a great job out there, and for families that are watching, must be so proud to see that your young people marching in this parade.
It's the sixth visit of this parade for this band, and the first time they came here was back in 1984, so this is a pretty big tradition for them.
Yeah, they brought about 300 people. How fun to come to Southern California when you're that age, right?
So much fun. And I love the red, white, and blue. The uniforms haven't changed since this band got its start back in 1972. Red, white, and blue Patriot uniforms with that iconic tri-cornered hat.
And here we have the president of the Pasadena Tournament of Roses, Mark Levins. Now, keep in mind, you've got to volunteer for a long time to get to be president. Hello, Mark. Nice to see you.
Hey there, Mark. We heard from him earlier.
Yeah.
A large part of the Tournament of Roses Association are volunteers. You have the staff members, of course, but many of the white coats that you see here out and about, they're all volunteers. And Mark was a volunteer there.
For 30
at the very
years.
beginning, yeah.
For 30 years, yeah, him and his family there. That's so cool. Can you imagine enjoying this day after so much work went into it? He must feel so great looking out and seeing all the fans that have turned out and having his family right there with him.
And of course, you'll see a lot of fire trucks like this along the parade route, a lot of it paying to honor the firefighters who fought during the fires earlier, almost this time last year.
Right.
This is a fire truck that served the Pasadena Fire Department from 1967 to 1980, so it's a vintage fire truck.
Fully restored. We've got another winner. This is the Grand Marshal Award. Look at the animals. This is the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance. Look at that. That is really cool.
The award for Grand Marshal Award is for most outstanding creative concept and float design.
Well, they have real waterfalls and water spraying out of the trunks of the elephants there.
So this tells a story. You may recall that viral video of those African savanna elephants, and they would form that protective alert circle during an earthquake back in April. This kind of recreates all of that. And the zoo is celebrating the grand opening of Elephant Valley in March. This is at their safari park. And visitors can walk through an elevated path through the middle of this 12-acre elephant enclosure.
That really is beautiful. By the way, the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance has helped to reintroduce more than 44 endangered species into native habitats.
Okay, another winner here is the Sweepstakes Award from Cal Poly Universities. The Sweepstakes Award given to the most beautiful entry encompassing float design, float presentation, and entertainment.
You know, Cal Poly really knows what they're doing. They've won a total of 64 awards. They've been taking part in this for 78 years. On this one here, Bob, 21,000 flowers used.
What's great about this is that you have the Cal Poly Universities, Cal Poly Pomona, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. They're all students working together. These are two universities that are about 250 miles apart, and they have to figure out, leading up to the parade, how are they going to get this all together? They designed this, and they use all of the innovations that they learned in schools, including hydraulics and computer-controlled animation, to put this float together.
Yeah, you have a 40-foot robot. The parrot is 25 feet in the air. That is spectacular. That's why they won the Sweepstakes Award. That is really beautiful.
The future is bright for us. These students know what they're doing.
Right.
They've got ingenuity, they know technology, and they're creative, and they like to bring us hope.
Here we have the Valley Hunt Club from right here in Pasadena, California. Their first Rose Parade, January 1st, 1890. We're going way back.
Which is the very first Rose Parade, ironically. Yeah. They're actually the group that started it all. They started the Rose Parade, the Valley Hunt Club, the president, John Babcock, and his family riding in the flower-adorned carriage. This was all started, the Rose Parade. They wanted to show off to the country and the world how the flowers bloomed here in the middle of the winter, and how we had picture-perfect postcard weather on New Year's Day.
Today we're talking about us getting through the rain. People here are going to never forget this. Those people walking with their ponchos, they'll be talking about this with their friends and family for years to come, right?
And Happy New Year, Kaiser Permanente. Their float, a better idea for healthcare.
They're headquartered in Oakland, California. Again, perhaps a little more used to some of the rain here. We thank them for coming out to Pasadena, California. The faces right here, the faces here are made from spices. We think of flowers, but there are seeds and spices. Oh, look at the animation there. That is cool.
Part of their float is to show the different levels of care, the journey towards care through the Kaiser Permanente system. And the folks that you see riding this float, they're nurses, they're physicians, various parts of the Kaiser Permanente care team that help people lead healthy lives.
Here we have from Mexico, the Delphine Marching Band, 250 members strong. They are back for their 4th Rose Parade, and we are going to listen in, and we welcome them.
Gotta love their outfits, their uniforms. I mean, they sound fantastic, but these uniforms pay homage to the Veracruz area. They are considered the oldest and largest musical group in the state of Veracruz.
And they fuse traditional music with contemporary genres of Mexican folklore. 250 members strong. They look fantastic.
They look fantastic. I saw some young people there in this group here.
Yeah, they've trained over 4,000 young people between the ages of 12 and 18. What a great way to be involved with your community and to participate, and the teamwork and just the camaraderie must be wonderful.
Welcome to Southern California.
All right, this is an equestrian group coming up right behind them. You can see, there we go. That's the Los Hermanos Banuelos Charo team with some ponchos. Can't blame them for that.
Ponchos. Yeah. The horses looking very majestic this morning, very stately. This is the 16th Rose appearance for this equestrian group. Many of them grew up watching this parade, dreaming that they could finally march in this parade one day, and here they are. They're wearing their custom-made authentic Charo suits, which you might be able to see under those ponchos there, with custom-made sterling silver saddles. And one of the interesting things about this group is that every year they freshly design their suits.
Well, I wish we could see them more. But great to have them. The Queen Award coming up right here. This is from the city of Santa Fe Springs. A great place to live, work, and play is their theme.
Happy New Year to Santa Fe Springs here in Southern California. The Princess Award is given to the most outstanding floral presentation among entries 35 feet and under in length. So you think about the flowers. You look at all those flowers close up. Nearly 30,000 flowers used in this float. And if you know the Rose Parade, every visible surface of this float has to be covered.
And this does feature local landmarks from Santa Fe Springs, like the heart-shaped planter and the steam locomotive from Heritage Park.
Riding the float, some of the city leaders there, Mayor William K. Rounds. This is being called a great place to live, work, and play. Celebrating that lettering done with gold carnation petals, and ground flaxseed.
Oh, and that mural, by the way, designed through a collaboration between a local artist and students. What a great way to be involved.
You get the entire community together in something that the city of Santa Fe Springs can be proud of.
Magic Johnson!
There he is. There's our
Grand
guy.
Marshal.
Yeah, Earvin Magic Johnson. It's almost like he doesn't need an introduction, right?
Well, let's do it anyway. 5-time NBA champion, 3-time MVP, Olympic gold medalist, helped launch LA Rises, a recovery initiative that supports communities hit hardest by the Los Angeles wildfires. He's really talked about that in our early interviews, how much that matters to him to be a part of the rebuilding of Los Angeles, especially Altadena, which is so close to here, Pasadena.
Nobody exemplifies Los Angeles than Magic Johnson.
So this is a Lincoln Continental convertible. Hello, Magic. We think you're in there.
He's
right?
in there. He's in there. We saw his hand waving out.
Staying dry.
Yeah. 1,900 flowers used here to adorn this vehicle here. Yeah. Happy New Year to Magic Johnson. All right, another award winner here. This is the Animation Award, the most outstanding use of animation. And this is Kindness is Free, powered by Boys and Girls Clubs of West San Gabriel Valley.
60,000 flowers used here. The wolf, where's the wolf here? There's the wolf. The fur there is made from poppy seeds, pampas grass, and soft Spanish moss. I've had a chance, I'm sure you have too, Bobby, to go down and see them building these floats. And the amount of, I call it ingredients, that they use is really spectacular.
Yeah.
Spanish moss, poppy seeds.
It's unbelievably creative.
That's how you get all those colors. Walking alongside the float, 40 teams from Boys and Girls Clubs.
All right, our next band here is the LAUSD All-District High School Honor Band. This is our hometown band here. It's under the direction of Anthony L. White. The band created in 1973 to give LA students a chance to be in the Rose Parade. Since its creation, over 14,000 students have now marched through Pasadena.
We should note that LAUSD is the second largest school district in America, with over 500,000 students. Parents watching, you must be so proud. Now, this is a band not so used to the rain. We think of bands that have come from elsewhere, colder climates and colder states. This is kind of a new thing for us.
Definitely,
right?
For sure. This is a band that is really unique because it features over 350 students from 75 different high schools across the LAUSD. So 260 brass, 60 percussion. They bring them all together from all of these different schools, and they're marching in unison on this glorious parade. God Bless America. Wonderful rendition there by the LAUSD All-District High School Honor Band. The band director, Anthony L. White, was also born right here in Southern California, born in South Central LA. And this is the 53rd appearance for this band. This band has performed in so many different other venues, including the Super Bowl and the World Series.
The band features over 350 students from 50 high schools. That's why it's called the Honor Band. I want to wave right back there at them. They're right kind of behind us here as we bring you this coverage. And I can tell you, it's been a steady stream right now of light rain. It's not been overly crazy heavy at this hour. And it's not as cold as you might think it is out here. So, here we have our next entry.
I think these parade participants are used to any kind of weather, right? They're the mini therapy horses from Calabasas. They're small stallions. They've been on the front lines of disasters, and they just bring smiles to sick kids, first responders, veterans and disaster-struck communities, helping so many people through very tough times.
This is a nonprofit. It was founded in 2008. This is their 8th time here at the Rose Parade. I'm guessing they might be a fan favorite. They're just
for
adorable.
sure. They're adorable.
Just adorable.
Here's a fun fact, though. They do tricks. They can smile, high five, play the keyboard.
What?
Do a hi-ho silver, Lone Ranger, up on your hind legs. And yeah, they can do all of that. So they bring a lot of smiles to people. The breed of the horse here is the American miniature horse, and most recently they served in the 2018 Woolsey Fire in LA and Ventura County.
Mississippi invites you to experience where creativity blooms as their float comes to life, celebrating musical legends, literary greats, and icons like Kermit the Frog, joined by Mississippi's own Charlie Worsham to entertain us.
Hi-ho, it's your old pal Kermit the Frog, and I am thrilled to introduce Mississippi's Charlie Worsham, who's about to take the Rose Parade stage with a hopping performance of Moving Right Along. Take it away!
Moving right along in times of good times and good news. With good friends you can't lose. This could become a habit. Opportunity knocks once, let's reach out and grab it. Together we'll nab it. We'll hitchhike, bus, or yellow cab it. Moving right along, footloose and fancy free. Getting there is half the fun, come share it with me. Moving right along, it helps to share the load. We don't need no map to keep the show on the road. To the fellas down in the Delta who took the blues to the top. I'm talking Muddy Baby Kingfish. Those cats are out of sight. You can still hear them singing on a Mississippi Saturday night. Hey, Jimmy Buffett, can't help but love it. Hot out the speakers like a biscuit out the oven. Kiss an angel, good morning, Mr. Charlie Pride. You know Elvis is the king on a Mississippi Saturday night. Whoa, Vicksburg Natchez, down to Crescent City, Gulf Coast Blues, Lord, it sure is a pity. Don't make a lot of money, baby, that's alright, cause we make a lot of loving on a Mississippi Saturday night. Woo! Let's hear some figure now! Oh yeah! Y'all check this out. Drive up to Oxford, see for yourself. Meredith Faulkner, Eudora Welty, change this world with the stories they write. You can read the next chapter on a Mississippi Saturday night. Hey, Vicksburg Natchez, down to Crescent City, Gulf Coast Blues, it sure is a pity. Don't make a lot of money, baby, that's alright, cause we make a lot of loving on a Mississippi Saturday night. Let's get on home to Mississippi, y'all.
Is that one you to make to visit Mississippi?
That was a lot of fun. We're sitting there right along. So we should
right
know,
along,
yeah,
right.
why Kermit? Well, Jim Henson, who created Kermit the Frog, who made the frog's birthplace in Mississippi, where a museum now celebrates Henson's legacy in puppetry, animation, and film. Kermit looks great.
Jim Henson was born in Mississippi, and now there's a museum there that honors and celebrates Jim Henson. Thank you, Visit Mississippi. Now let's get on to this float. This is from the city of South Pasadena, not too far away from us. It's not Pasadena, it's South Pasadena, two different cities. And this is called the Great Picnic Heist. It's the oldest community-built float in the parade this year, and it's going 130 years strong. They've been here since basically almost the very beginning.
What is the Past President Award? Well, it's the most outstanding innovation in the use of floral and non-floral material as well.
This is really a community event for South Pasadena. To save money, this is a community that they ask residents in South Pasadena to donate some of their bark. So the residents donated bark, amber leaves, and bougainvillea flowers to put onto this float to make it look as spectacular as it does this morning.
Who knew? You're going to be gathering up my old bark.
The magic in teamwork,
I could donate it.
The magic in teamwork.
It is beautiful.
One of the two concept designers for this float, Renee Haas Washington, was also the production designer for Wheel of Fortune since 2002. You got a lot of people here from TV productions, from movies, and they're lending all their creativity to the
Hollywood for you. All right, right here, the Arcadia Apache Marching Band and Color Guard from Arcadia, California.
Led by Kevin Sherrill and Tom Plunkett, the Apaches are back for their 18th appearance here. And Arcadia, another stone's throw away from Pasadena. So another city here, if you're not from Southern California, it's actually here in the San Gabriel Valley.
One claim to fame, they were featured in a 2015 Super Bowl commercial. The big band, 265 people, 71 brass, 95 woodwind, 60 percussion, and how about we listen in?
All right, that's the Arcadia Apache Marching Band. Again, the first Rose Parade appearance was in 1956, so they absolutely love marching in this parade.
And you know what we have here, the Budweiser Clydesdales from St. Louis, Missouri. The theme, are you thirsty?
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, thirsty.
I'm always thirsty. I don't know thirsty for what, but...
Like the Budweiser right now.
The thirst is real,
Christine.
The thirst is real.
Right. The wagon is decorated with 150 white roses to commemorate Budweiser's 150th anniversary.
These are some incredible looking horses, right? Standing 18 hands high, that's 6 feet, and have those signature white stockings.
And these horses first arrived in America in the 1840s.
All right, a really big winner here. This is the Wrigley Legacy Award. It goes to Trader Joe's Most Outstanding Display of Floral Presentation, Floral Design, and Entertainment.
What's really interesting about this float, some of the, quote, I call it ingredients, orange and lemon slices, ground rice and straw flour, lime slice, and ground split pea and parsley.
So the theme is you float our boat, so it's a float that they're making here. Pasadena, by the way, the birthplace of Trader Joe's, which we love. The first one opened in 1967 right here in Pasadena, and now it's loved all around the world.
Trader Joe's.
The only thing missing from this float, the totes. Where are the totes?
Oh, the famous Trader Joe tote. People go crazy for those totes.
That's right.
Well, we do have... Whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. The float is celebrating their crew members from the cashiers to the stock people, and they are working as a team and having a lot of fun here. So I guess some people got the day off from work today.
60,000 flowers used for this float. It's dressed in yellow carnations, red carnation petals, blue fine cut statice, and also they have cream pampas grass as well. Last year's float was 85 feet long. This one is 55 feet long.
Here we are now with the Rotary International Unite for Good, showing how service and teamwork can change communities worldwide. Koi ponds, butterflies, symbols of growth, healing, and connection.
As we know, Rotary is a global service organization. They're dedicated to many causes, reducing polio worldwide, clean water, and education. 37,000 flowers were used on this float alone. Take a look at that giraffe there, those giraffes. The body made of brown coffee, gold clover seed, and white rice.
Here we have the Golden Bears Green Band. This band is from Japan, and it is, I'm going to say this here, Mino Zia Gakuen. Golden Bears.
Golden Bears. 7-time gold medal winners at the All Japan Marching Contest. The school's cheer team joins them right now as the color guard. They have won the Japan National Championships 40 times, coming from a very long distance to come here to Colorado Boulevard. Let's listen in.
Charge ahead, roads are calling. Hybrid powered, snow is falling. It's electrifying, but the season can bring driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again. Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on an electrifying new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
All right, look at this float. I really think this is super, super creative. Beam me up, Scotty. Yes, our next float is boldly going where no float has gone before. It's Star Trek 60 with the theme Space for Everybody. And of course,
some famous faces.
Some
That's George
very
Takei right there. Hey, George. Yes. That's so cool. Also on that float, Tig Notaro and Kareem Dane from the Star Trek new Star Trek show, Starfleet Academy, and Rebecca Romaine. Yeah,
Rebecca Romaine.
This is the Hawaii Pahu Riders. Pahu. They are from Hawaii, and they get their name from the long pahu skirts you see on each rider.
Of course, Hawaii always known for its flowers, right? The abundance of flowers.
That's
so it's
true.
so fitting
Ain't no
for them
flowers.
To come here to the Rose Parade. Each rider and horse is draped with a traditional lei, representing one of the 8 main Hawaiian islands. Oahu's flower is the ilima, and that color is yellow. Maui's flower is the lokelani, and that color is pink.
And they must love it. Coming here. This is their 15th Rose Parade appearance. Here we go with the Directors Award, and we thank the UPS store for this one. Their theme, Sharing Skills for Success.
The Directors Award given to the most outstanding artistic design and use of floral and non-floral materials.
And the theme here, the dad seahorse is coaching his kids through synchronized swimming routine. That is really beautiful, isn't that?
Yeah, look how synchronized they are. 170,000 flowers adorning this float. That seahorse is 34 feet tall, so maybe you can't really tell from your screens there at home, but it is massive.
And the riders, 4 high school students from Dominguez High in Compton, selected from their Junior Achievement USA course.
Some of the materials used for this float: corn husk, sesame seed, orange slices, some fresh orange slices, lentils, and red carnations. The starfish have red chili and cranberry seed.
Pasadena City College Herald Trumpets. Well, they didn't travel too far, did they?
No.
Pasadena, they probably walked right out their door on the parade route.
Yeah, they're actually making an announcement. They're letting everyone know that the Tournament of Roses Royal Court is here.
Welcome to the Royal Court, and they have their ponchos. It's not raining that hard now. We've seen in the past, when there was rain 20 years ago, they had clear umbrellas. No need for that right now. Hello to the Rose Court.
Hello, and there's the Queen Serena Guo. These young women represent schools all across the San Gabriel Valley, represent a diverse group of 7 young women. The court chosen based on qualities like public speaking, leadership, and academics.
And the neat thing here is they get a scholarship for $7,500. Candidates from 41 Pasadena area schools applied for a chance at this right here.
Congrats to them all. They're looking fantastic. You know what? Yes, Queen! Yes, Queen!
Oh, my goodness. How fun for them. And you talked about the future being bright. Right here, we have wonderful young women who are doing so much when it comes to
That's right.
service.
Congratulations on their scholarships. All right, look at this. This is the Lutheran Hour Ministries.
Right, no, we're here at Pasadena City College.
Oh.
Yep, This is the Pasadena City
Oh,
College.
yes, okay, we
Yeah, I got you the Tournament of Roses Honor Band from right here in Pasadena. They must be so proud. Their family members must be so proud as well.
Pasadena City College, they're marching in their 97th Rose Parade. The musicians come from all across Pasadena City College and high schools all over Southern California. And this is a huge tradition for them because they have marched in every Rose Parade since 1930.
Well, this is not easy. It takes 100+ hours of rehearsal, marching for 25 miles. They practice at Dodger Stadium, San Diego Park, and they really know what they're doing here.
They get their steps in. They get their steps in and their miles in, right? These are 500 different high school students. They audition every year for just 185 open spots in the band. So quite an honor for them. Dr. Peter Huerta is the director. He took over in August after the former director of bands, Kyle Luck, retired after 19 years.
Let's listen. That brings us to the next float. It's Lutheran Hour Ministries. With their name, Bringing Christ to the Nations, they came ready with a Team Jesus blimp. The cross is made of black beans. The blimp body is made of yellow mums and shiny gray silver leaf. I don't know what that is, but that's what's made of.
It's a kind of leaf. It's a kind of leaf. There are 45,000 flowers used just on this float alone. The pedal pushers, those are the people who decorate the floats. They're a group of volunteers. They gather each and every year to decorate the Lutheran Hour float and other floats. They like to come here to Pasadena to start decorating their floats. The 75th appearance for the Lutheran Hour Ministries in this parade.
And here we have Indiana University.
The Hoosiers. So representing Indiana University is their Spirit Squad, here to support their #1 seed in NCAA football. The Indiana Hoosiers' second Rose Bowl appearance for Indiana. Indiana had a record season here. 13-0.
Well, as I said earlier, I'm not biased towards any team, but my brother-in-law used to be the captain of the IU football team.
So you're biased.
Back in the day. Well, let me just say, I've been to a game or two. Let me just say.
That's okay. That's okay. You could pick one. They've had a banner of a year. They're just excited because at the end of this, we'll, of course, get to the Rose Bowl, which happens at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Let's listen in. All right, next up, this is the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame class of 2025. First up is Monty Ball. He's a former running back for the Wisconsin Badgers. Ball is the only player with 3 consecutive 100-yard rushing games in the history of the Rose Bowl. The second Hall of Fame inductee, former Oklahoma Sooners head coach Bob Stoops. Stoops retired in 2017 as Oklahoma's all-time winningest coach.
Congrats to them, the Rose Bowl Hall of Fame class of 2025. Quite the honor. Hope they're enjoying themselves and soaking in all the love.
Yeah.
Along with the rain.
Nice and warm, for nice and at least dry for them.
Dry for them.
Covered
yes,
in this
indeed,
convertible. It's a vintage one, of course, a 1915 Pierce Arrow convertible.
It's really pretty. That car is really something. You know, we think of parades with the equestrians and the bands, but the vintage cars are wonderful. The Bob Hope Humor Award. This is from the city of Alhambra. Their theme, Be Magical Together. We're going to see a giant bee in just a minute here.
Well, the Bob Hope Humor Award goes to the most whimsical and amusing.
Ooh, that is
float.
The bee is watering in Alhambra Park Garden of Flowers. Alhambra, known as the gateway to the San Gabriel Valley. It's right here in Southern California.
It is whimsical. 32,000 flowers used on this float. Betty Bee, who's the big bee there. The antennas are made of red mums, purple status.
And we should note, this is designed by an 8th grader at Martha Baldwin Elementary, Nok Hon Lee. Congratulations. What an honor.
What an honor. And Alhambra, another proud city here, celebrating 97 years in the Rose Parade. If you take a closer look there, you can see some of the other things. Cranberries, yellow strawflower, black seaweed, gold, lavender, and white mums. The Bob Hope Humor Award winner.
Here we go, University of Alabama. Welcome to
There they are,
California.
the Crimson Tide.
Absolutely. This is Alabama's first appearance at the Rose Bowl game. Well, it was 1926, and they won that game. 100 years later, they'll be taking the field, hoping for their 6th win.
Playing number 1 seed Indiana, but you can never discount Alabama and the Crimson Tide. They're the number 9 seed. Their record this season, 11-3, and they're making their 8th Rose Bowl appearance. Head coach Kalen DeBoer. This is the marching band for the University of Alabama. They call it the $1 Million Band from Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
400 members. Let's go ahead and listen in to them.
Well, they are certainly one of the louder bands that I think that have passed us so far.
It's, well, 400 members.
400
members. It's a big band.
It's a big band. It's actually the largest student organization on campus, with members representing majors in almost every school and department within the university. Big tradition for them. The $1 Million Band has been a Crimson Tide tradition for more than 106 years, so a big part of the university. The band director is Ken Ozello.
You know, I'm just thinking back for a minute. When I was a senior in college, Arizona State, we came to the Rose Bowl and won. I'm thinking back how fun it was to be a student and be part of that legacy and that chapter and that memory.
It's such a special day for them because they get to march in this iconic tradition, this grand tradition of a Rose Parade, perform in it, remember this, and then they go to the Rose Bowl and watch the game. It's going to be a nail-biting one for sure.
The mayor of Pasadena, Victor M. Gordo. He's riding in a fully restored 1937 American LaFrance fire engine. It's one of only 2 left in the world.
He is the mayor of the city of Pasadena. Of course, here recently with the fires, he's being honored here for helping lead the city through the COVID-19 pandemic, and then last year's Eaton fire in neighboring Altadena. But the Eaton fire also affected so many businesses here in Pasadena and homes as well. So huge impact here, and the mayor really credited to help bring this city together.
Among the riders, his wife Kelly, their kids Michael and Emma. We should note that Mayor Gordo grew up in Pasadena, is an alumni of Pasadena City College. He notes his dad was a hardworking dishwasher and cook, and we just celebrate him.
We welcome Allen Eagle, Texas.
Yeah, Allen, Texas, yeah.
Escadrille from Allen, Texas, a band. They are a marching band with over 500 students in here. This is bigger than that Alabama band. This is their third Rose Parade appearance.
They're actually one of the largest high school marching bands in the country. As you said, 600 students.
So every band tries to prepare for the Rose Parade in a different way, knowing that they have to march in unison, in step for 5.5 miles. This band marched 6 laps around their campus to prep for the Rose Parade. So they got their steps in too before they come in here.
Allen, Texas.
Near the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Texas represented here by the Allen Eagle Escadrille band.
They got lucky. We've got a break in the rain.
Yeah.
So all of you who stayed home and didn't come out, it's going to stop raining here now. It's very nice out.
Yeah, actually quite nice. The temperature's quite nice here. Yes, as we continue our Rose Parade coverage here,
I'm amazed by the people who do the flags, the arm strength that must take to march 5+ miles twirling the flags. It's a great workout for them.
Well, these are young people.
Oh, that's right.
So they have the energy.
Do it while you're young.
They have the strength. They have the endurance. Must be nice to be that young.
Getting you back in time, Bobby. How wonderful they can be here, and I really enjoyed seeing them. And what a great way for young students to be involved.
It's really nice to be getting this break here.
It is so nice.
In this storm.
So nice.
Earlier this morning was really coming down in buckets, and you're watching these people march through, and it didn't really, they didn't waver. No one wavered.
Well, you've come so far.
Yeah.
You've come so far, right? Well, this group didn't come too far. They came from Lakeview Terrace.
Yeah.
Lakeview Terrace, right here in California. They're making their 6th appearance. This is the Blue Shadows Mounted Drill Team.
Look at them. Looking great this morning. Founded in 1957. They have a focus of teaching young people. You see them right there. Riding horseback. They teach mounted drill, leadership, responsibility, and teamwork. And they have to keep their grades up. Above average attendance when it comes to schoolwork, and they have to make sure that their uniforms look smart. They have to fulfill duties of their rank and set a good leadership example for all troop members to be considered for this mounted drill team.
That's wonderful. The Blue Shadows Mounted Drill Team is based in Castaic, California, and
Explore Louisiana turns up.
Okay, so there you see the crowd and the audience enjoying the Rose Parade.
A dash of Louisiana flair as
We're
Louisiana
ready for a
native and
performance.
American Idol standout John Foster performing the classic Louisiana anthem Jambalaya on the Bayou.
All right, Rose Parade, we're going to show you how we do it down in Louisiana.
goodbye, Joe. Me gotta go, me oh my. Me gotta go pull the P-road down the bayou. My Yvonne, the sweetest one, me oh my. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya, a crawfish pie, and a filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Michelle meal. Big guitar, filled fruit jar, and big ale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Yeah! Come on, dancer, show them something. Crawfish pie, a filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Michelle. Big guitar, filled fruit jar, and big ale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Crawfish pie, and a filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Michelle meal. Big guitar, filled fruit jar, and big ale. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John Foster, American Idol standout and Louisiana native. And Bob, I'm looking at this float feeling a little hungry here. A little hungry.
It's all about the gumbo.
Yes.
This is Explore Louisiana, and the theme is Gulf to Gumbo. It's all about mixing culture, community, a lot of flavor. It celebrates combining the efforts of fishermen, farmers, and market vendors, chefs who make that delicious gumbo.
And the float features oyster shells sourced directly from Louisiana.
Up next, the Founder Award winner. The Founder Award is the most outstanding float built and decorated by volunteers from a community or organization. All volunteers.
This is from the Downey Rose Float Association. Look at the beauty here.
This is one of the parade's few self-built floats. If you think about it, a lot of these floats get the professionals to come in and help them put it all together. And this city of Downey did it themselves. These are all volunteers that put this together and spent all year making this come to life. And this particular float depicts Diwali,
the Indian Lantern Festival, with 5 traditional Indian lanterns. 74th Rose Parade appearance for the Downey Rose Float Association.
Diwali is all about the color, the vibrancy of flowers.
Oh,
so a lot of flowers here, 25,000 flowers used. For the flame, they have marigold, sweet rice, yellow button mums, and 8,000 hot pink roses on the base of the float. You saw that right there. The peacocks symbolize good luck, and the feathers are decorated with rare purple sapphire mums.
I always say you
Sapphire
have to
mum.
see these floats in person, especially if you live here in Southern California. If you've never gone down to view them after the parade or come to the parade, TV just doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
They are spectacular.
Yeah.
And the work that goes into it, and you think of all the volunteers that sit there sticking in the flowers, gluing on the seeds. It's amazingly beautiful.
And to think that this is a city that they took so much pride in it, they actually grew special flowers just to put onto this float.
We should note Miss Downey, Leilani Anaya, and her royal court. They are the float riders. Congrats to them. That is a really beautiful float.
Gotta love the city of Downey. home of the Carpenters and McDonald's.
Fun fact.
We've only just begun, Christine. We have only just begun.
We've got another hour to go, Bob.
Rainy days and Mondays
Full
don't
of fun
get me down.
facts. Here we have the Scripps Miramar Ranch Steam Fire Pumper Unit. Driving an original, fully functioning 1870s steam fire pumper. How times have changed.
Times have changed a lot. They've got the original harnesses. They were specially designed for quick hitching in case of a fire, and they had to respond to a fire really quickly. This is a float that honors the men and women who work to contain the LA wildfires.
They have appeared in 40 different Rose parades. They know what they're doing.
And you look there in the white, right there. That's Carson Kressley, of course, TV personality, joining this parade unit for the 10th year. Of course, you know him from Queer Eye and The Straight Guy.
I didn't know he was a writer.
Here's the Judges Award, Christine.
Sierra Madre Rose Float Association. Coming to us from not too far from here, Sierra Madre.
Sierra Madre, another San Gabriel Valley city. The Judges Award goes to the most outstanding float design and dramatic impact.
This is their 94th Rose Parade appearance. They know what they're doing. They call it a celebration of the city's firefighters and annual Firefighters Pancake Breakfast.
Okay, this is pretty clever. It's a stack of pancakes, and there goes the syrup coming out from a fire hose.
On that float, Bob, actual firefighters, 3 from Sierra Madre, and the 3 Sierra Madre Rose Float Association Royal Court Princesses.
The pancakes are covered in cornmeal, chrysanthemums, and you saw that dripping syrup there. It's covered in rust chrysanthemums and brown roses. Makes you hungry, doesn't it?
It kind of does at this hour. I could use a good breakfast about now.
Sounds pretty good. It is always incredible how lifelike some of these things look. Just so creative.
That guy's brave to ride on top there like that, too.
Here they come, the magnificent Marching Machine. They call themselves M3, one of the most iconic historically black colleges or university bands in the country. The Morgan State University's magnificent Marching Machine is led by Dr. Joram Reed.
Our HBCU band. Let's go ahead and listen in to the 150 members in this marching band.
Making the trip from Baltimore, Maryland. Welcome to Southern California, and this is their Rose Parade debut.
If you don't know much about Morgan State University, the entire campus is designated as a national treasure by National Trust for Historic Preservation.
It's the largest HBCU in Maryland and the 3rd largest HBCU nationwide. Congratulations on their Rose Bowl appearance.
They played at NFL games, the World Series, and in the Chris Rock movie, Head of State. They got a little claim to fame there on their resume.
They're movie stars. It's good to point out here now, you know, we've seen all of these marching bands, the floats come down, and people in their ponchos. We've had a little break in the rain here, so some good news for us here.
We have another award winner. This is the Crown City Innovator, shrinking Apple TV and Warner Brothers Television. We're getting there together is the theme.
The Crown City Innovator Award goes to the most outstanding use of imagination, innovation, and technology. This is shrinking. Do you watch the show?
I have watched the show, yes.
It's a popular one. Oh, there they are, some of the stars themselves.
Ted McGinley, who plays Derek.
Yep.
Luke Tenney, who plays Sean, a therapy patient on the TV show.
Yep, on the TV show. Some of the big stars on this show. Harrison Ford.
Oh, yeah, big names. You know, they have an Emmy nomination.
There's Ted McGinley right there.
Oh,
from
what
USC.
A career. What a career.
From USC. He was on Happy Days, right?
He goes way back. I mean, he's had a great TV career. He really has. Over 17,000 flowers used on this one. Features Pasadena's Colorado Street Bridge.
This is one of the reasons the shrinking is actually, a lot of it is shot in Pasadena.
Right.
Takes place in Pasadena. So people who will live in Pasadena, live in the San Gabriel Valley, you watch the show and you're like, hey, there's the Colorado Street Bridge, there's the Civic Center, the fountain, and then all the craftsman-style bungalows and houses, the vintage street lights, all of it represented here on this float.
And he's not on the float, but how great to see Harrison Ford in a series, right?
Fantastic.
Yeah, he's a big star.
Fantastic. This is an Emmy-nominated show, by the way, and seasons 1 and 2 are now streaming. Season 3 starts January of 28th.
I love what we have right before us here. The Painted Ladies rodeo performers. They're from Sacramento, California. Look how fantastic they look. It's multi-generational. They're from, I said, Sacramento. Grandmas, daughters, grandkids, all riding side by side. Call it a family affair.
Yeah, it's awesome to have generations taking part in this tradition, in this custom. Here's the Princess Award. The Princess Award goes to the most outstanding floral presentation among 30 entries 35 feet and under in length. That floral presentation there.
From the city of Torrance, right here in Southern California, their theme, Together in Harmony. Torrance, we should note, is the 8th largest city in LA County.
Who knew? So this design was actually picked in a citywide design contest through 5 high schools. They asked high schoolers in Torrance to pick the design. Elizabeth Lay from West High School Sketch was chosen for the inspiration of this float design, and there she is riding on that float. Congratulations to her.
The fox is made of bronze straw flowers, wisps of assorted grasses, the tree asparagus fern, the California pepper foliage, green and yellow orchids.
This is decorated also mostly from volunteers from the city of Torrance and surrounding areas. It's the 70th parade entry for them. Here's Elks USA. They know a lot about teamwork here. Of course, the Elks organization, Elks USA, their theme is Elks Care, Elks Share.
They use fern, red roses, 3 types of orchids, coffee on the tree trunk, walnut shells, and parsnip seed.
They won an award. This is the Isabella Coleman Award, which is the most outstanding presentation of color and color harmony through floral design.
And of course, the Elks, known for their philanthropic programs that support veterans, youth scholarships, and disaster relief. I love that so much of this parade is about service and service organizations. And as we start the new year, a reminder of the importance of that and how many different ways you can be involved to give back.
And you see the winner of her float plan right there, waving alongside a veteran.
Here we have the Spirit of the West Riders from Arcadia, California.
So it's led by Marshall Douglas Warner. This group rides on behalf of the John Wayne Cancer Foundation and features a restored 1900s chuck wagon.
The horses are American Quarter, American Paint, Tennessee Walker, Buckskin, and 4 Mules.
This is a group that formed together in 1991, and there you see they've got that Old West period attire. And part of what they do is they want to continue a living tribute to the equestrians who pioneered the American frontier.
Yeah, the riders depict the turn of the 19th century working cowboys, cattlemen, Wild West cowgirls, a mountain man, Native American horsemen.
Another award winner here. This is the Americana Award, the most outstanding depiction of national treasures and traditions. And that, my friends, is a national treasure right there.
Ooh, this is, Travel South Dakota, carved in stone, a legacy of teamwork is their theme.
Yes, it features Mount Rushmore,
yes,
the Statue of Dignity, the mythical jackalope, the bison, bronc rider, and a ring pheasant, which is South Dakota's bird.
The buffalo made of rust, corn silk, coffee, poppy seed, flax seed. Mount Rushmore made of lettuce seed, sesame seed, ground brown lentil.
And another float that has a working waterfall there. So as it goes down Colorado Boulevard, no need for rain. We've got water on that float.
Here we go. Clover High School marching band from Clover, South Carolina, all the way here in Pasadena,
That is my
California.
state. That's my home state. South Carolina. Yes, they are marching their first ever Rose Parade, led by Rick Langdale Jr. The band is well known in the state of South Carolina for their high energy shows. This is one of the 4 first-time bands in this parade.
Let's listen in. The rain is let up. How very nice, right?
Clover is home to 10,000 residents near the state's border with North Carolina. Again, this is the last time that the Pride of Clover will march together as one band because their district actually adds another second high school next fall. And again, the first time that they're making their appearance here on the Rose Parade.
Total band size, 205, 67 brass, 76 woodwinds, 26 percussion. Do you play an instrument, Bob?
I did. I played the piano, so didn't march with that band. I couldn't carry that piano down the, down the street.
I've yet to see a piano in the Rose Parade. You could have been a first.
There's probably a keyboard somewhere here or there.
Put them on a float.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Looking fantastic there, South Carolinians.
Here we have the Arabian Horse Association, Versatile Arabians from Greenwood Village, Colorado.
They're the Arabian Horse Association. So this was formed back in 2003. It's their 9th Rose Parade appearance. They've got a mixture of horses here, Arabian and half Arabian horses. And the group is comprised of Arabian horse owners from California and Nevada. Some of them, unfortunately, marching here in this parade, lost their homes in the wildfires here in Los Angeles.
We should note they are showcasing also the oldest purebred horses in the world. And we're thinking of those people who have lost their homes. It was quite a year starting out last year, January 7th. And imagine the coming together and being part of a day like today.
The magic
starting
of
a new year for them
is the theme. And the Tournament of Roses has actually given away thousands of tickets for victims of the wildfires from last year. So a lot of them are just watching here from the stands, watching this grand and proud Los Angeles and Pasadena tradition. The show goes on.
Here we have from Princess Cruises, their theme together is the magic of Alaska. Have you ever done an Alaskan cruise?
I want to.
Right?
I want to. I always hear great things about this. Well, this is a float that features Princess Cruises' newest ship. It's the Star Princess, and it's a ship that sails out of the West Coast to Alaska coming this spring. Brand new debut with regular service between Seattle and Alaska.
So it has themes from Alaska's Inside Passage, glaciers, wildlife, and mountain landscapes.
If you look at the water there, it's made with blue iris, orchids, blue ocean mums. Yeah. Really.
Oh, also Alaska-inspired wildflowers.
Yeah, wild roses, more specifically. Wild roses is Alaska's state flower. Princess Cruises, by the way, is a company from Southern California. It was founded in Los Angeles in 1965. We often see those Princess Cruises docked here in the port of LA and the port of Long Beach as people make their way down up north and down to Mexico. Nearly 30,000 flowers were used on this float. And
so if anybody here came from Alaska, this is warm to them.
This is warm to them.
Warm and dry to them, right?
Right. I love all the trees there, and that cruise line looks wonderful.
Here we go. Food for Health. showing how teamwork helps feed a community. This program served over 75,000 free hot meals after the LA wildfires. A lot of wildfire-themed moments here today.
This is actually a float that was an entry from the AIDS Healthcare Foundation, which has long also been a participant in the Tournament of Roses parade. They want to raise awareness for their food programs because not only do they help with AIDS and HIV education and awareness, but they also address hunger, food insecurity among Americans. During the wildfires, they served 75,000 free hot meals to first responders, volunteers, and evacuees.
It's a reminder how people have stepped up during the wildfires to help out how they can. They hosted an 8-month-long free weekly farmers market in Altadena. So we thank you, Food for Health, for your service. Oh, the Salvation Army!
Where are the bells?
You were out there
yes,
with them ringing the
where
bells.
are the bells? Well, they've got the tambourines there, I see, for sure. So they continue to ring there. Back for the 106th parade, it's the Salvation Army Tournament of Roses Band. It's led by Evan Figueras. The Salvation Army serves 1 million people in over 130 countries, providing food, housing, and hope.
They do amazing work. This is the longest serving band in the parade. They're the only religious group in the parade represented by a marching band.
It's the 106th appearance and another band that just brings together your members from all over the country, because these Salvation Army musicians come from all across the USA. They're known for the brass there that you see there, the trumpets, trombones, 223 band members in all, 170 brass, 18 percussion, 35 non-players, including the tambourines, the timbrels, and the flags.
Let's celebrate them by listening in.
Thank you to the Salvation Army Tournament of Roses Band.
You were out with the Salvation Army doing a story and ringing the bell.
Yeah, just a wonderful organization. Next up, the Norco Cowgirls Rodeo Drill Team. They say it's all in the family, marking their 12th appearance in the Rose Parade, led by Michonne Bowen, riding alongside her daughter, Morgan.
12 horsewomen riding American Paint and American Quarter horses.
So this is a rodeo specialty act. They perform high-speed, precision maneuvers at a gallop.
The youngest rider today is 11-year-old Shay. Their hats are made by Norco High School Floral Department.
Happy New Year to them. Here's the Theme Award. The Theme Award is the most outstanding presentation of the Rose Parade theme. And the Rose Parade theme this year is the magic in teamwork.
All paws on deck by the city of Burbank. They've been taking part in the Rose Parade since 1914. This is another one of the self-built floats.
Yeah. So it's they call it Land Ho. Land Ho. Yo. It's the city of Burbank. Yeah, it's their 93rd appearance in the Rose Parade. Starting tomorrow until January 6th, everyone in the city of Burbank will get 50% off adoptions at the Burbank Animal Shelter.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
So the turtle shell is made up of thousands of beans designed by a mosaic artist. Includes tree bark pieces collected from the local community.
Yeah, Dave Lowe from Burbank made this design. It was his first time winning the City of Burbank Rose Parade Design Contest. He's credited Nickelodeon Slime Master has credited him with their unique formula for slime that's been added to the network's recipe archive.
That's a creative guy.
He's a creative guy. He made slime.
We have these creatives here in Southern California, don't we?
Now he makes the design for this Rose Parade float for the city of Burbank. All paws on deck.
Here we have the Franklin High School Marching Band from Franklin, Tennessee. Welcome to Southern California. Band director Michael Holland, selected as CMA Music Teacher of Excellence 3 times. How about being under the leadership of him?
Yeah. Of course, near the Nashville area. This is founded in 1937. This is a band of 223 members, 77 brass and 27 percussion. Let's listen.
What if insurance, doctors, pharmacies came together and worked as one team? That would be a better idea for healthcare. Kaiser Permanente.
In football, you can't always predict what's going to happen next. Same goes for your home. Your air conditioner, fridge, water heater, plumbing, when they break, they hit your wallet hard. That's why I protect my home with a home warranty from HomeSafe. One call and HomeSafe sends a pro to fix it. Fast. No gimmicks or trick plays. Plans start around $2 a day. Get the best protection for your home with the team that I trust at HomeSafe.
Call to get your free quote in minutes. 800-823-2145.
High School Band making their Rose Bowl appearance here. Not every band that wants to take part in the Rose Parade can. You have to send an audition tape, and they sent that tape 2 years ago, and here they are.
Well, what an honor to be here and be selected, right?
Yeah. They've been here before. They were here back in 1996, so quite some time ago. Welcome to Southern California.
Here we have the City of Hope float. I love this one here. They celebrate overcoming cancer and diabetes together. The float riders are cancer survivors and diabetes patients whose lives were changed by the team at City of Hope.
Yeah, City of Hope, one of the top cancer hospitals in the country. Yeah. Depicted on this float, the iconic Spirit of Life statue. It depicts 2 adults and a kid with arms lifted, celebrating family and vitality. Nearly 13,000 flowers used for this particular float.
I love the color scheme. They use white mums, blue status, lavender mums, white ground rice, lettuce seeds.
Okay, here are the Victorian Roses Ladies Riding Society out of Alpine, California. They're throwing it back to the 1800s, representing fashion and the elegance of the 1880s of the Victorian area and how women at that time loved to dress.
Costumes are custom made. They are one-of-a-kind originals. We talk about service. Well, what they do is they raise money for horse rescues.
Beautiful horses, a mixture of horses in this equestrian unit. We've got quarter horses, halflinger, a mule, paint, and a Shetland and a Welsh pony. Here's the Mayor's Award coming up here. It's the most outstanding float from a participating city. What city is
La
that?
Cañada Flintridge, not too far from here in Pasadena. Marking 47 years at the Rose Parade. Their theme is going nuts. I see some nuts down there. That's cool.
You know, it's interesting because you can use nuts because it's an organic material, but the nuts here, residents actually collected acorns in La Cañada Flintridge that fell from their oak trees to make the acorns on the float themselves. So it's really one of those self-built floats built by a community. And there they are, winning this Mayor's Award.
And this is so interesting. The flowers arrived on Sunday from Central and South America. Imagine the flurry of work to get those flowers there in place.
A lot of folks at home might not know this, but the judging day was actually yesterday, New Year's Eve. And so the very last minute, they are putting the flowers on to make sure they are as fresh as possible when the judges walk by and for when they make their international debut on the worldwide stage here on television and streaming.
Just a little bit how it all works. You talked about being self-built. They used recycled parts, 85% of the previous year's floats. Anyway, moving on here.
Congratulations to Lackawanna Footbridge. This is the 1st Cavalry Division Horse Cavalry Detachment out of from Copperas Cove, Texas.
They're wearing late 1880s U.S. Army historical uniforms. They're riding quarter horses and draft mules.
So what's interesting about this is one of only 7 equestrian units remaining in the U.S. Army, and the Army's actually phasing out these 5 equestrian units for warfighting priorities.
I love the history of all of this.
Yeah.
Mix that in. Oh,
yeah.
The dog is real, right?
The dog is real.
Making sure it wasn't one of the animated dogs. Yeah, the dog is
The U.S. Army also celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, 250 years for the United States Armory.
Our next float. We're going to go bowling. Rolling together as one is the theme. This is their 2nd Rose Parade appearance. I went to see them last year. They were building this float. They were just placing all of the, as I call it, ingredients onto the different parts of the float there.
This is a lot of fun. It looks like a bowling lane, and the animation there gives the illusion of a bowler rolling a strike. Part of this is to encourage people to go out and bowl and have some fun. An estimated 67 million people go bowling every year. It's the #1 participatory sport in the United States.
Here we have another band. This is from Ohio, Pickerington, Ohio. The Band Directors Marching Band. Oh, they are loud.
They're going to be extra loud. They're the instructors and the band directors. They know how to play. They know how to play.
This is an all-adult marching band of current retired music educators. Let's listen in.
Band directors are such an inspiration to so many of the youth. What's interesting here is you've got 350 band directors here. About 900 band directors applied for the openings here. So it's a tough, competitive process to get picked as part of this band director.
Yeah, get this. They range in age from 20 to 78. They represent all 50 states. Mexico and Panama. What an honor to be selected, right?
What an honor. Speaking of band, the theme of this float is banding together. This is from the Michael D. Sewell Memorial Foundation. The conductor is inspired by longtime Rose Parade Music Committee member and educator Jim Hahn.
The foundation raises awareness of the value of music educators, and the band decorated the float. Are they one of the louder bands for us here? It seems like they're really strong.
Like I said, they're band directors, so
full of confidence
and enthusiasm. These are men and women that really know what they're doing.
And it's a pretty big band. 350 is pretty big.
It's a pretty big band. Yeah, they're not worried about playing any wrong notes and just playing lightly. There's we got this.
Right.
It's amazing how you can bring them all together and they can work so hand in hand here, and with such synchronicity in such a short period of time. But like I said, they're the band directors. They often choreographed many of the band routines. So for them, trying to get in step, I'm sure, is not as difficult. They've got a lot of experience there.
Now,
a lot of experience in that.
They are facing a little bit of rain. It's starting to come down just a little bit here. And you have to applaud them for marching that 5-mile-plus route in this rain here, playing those instruments. Not an easy task, but they come out of 50 states, but they're based out of Ohio.
It truly goes hand in hand with the theme of this year's Rose Parade, the magic and teamwork. Not only do they teach the youth and these bands that perform here on the Rose Parade to work as a team, to make some beautiful music, but they all get together as a team now themselves and are making beautiful music together for everyone to enjoy here on Colorado Bowl.
And their beautiful float salutes the students, the teachers, and communities who band together to make music happen. All right.
We've got the new Buffalo Soldiers. This is a powerful tribute to the black soldiers who served our country from the Civil War through World War I. And the Buffalo Soldiers here represent different eras that the Buffalo Soldiers have served with different vintage uniforms throughout the years.
Yeah, they're portraying the history of black Americans in the U.S. military. The horses used here are American Standard, Tennessee Walkers, American Quarter Horse, and Missouri Foxtrotters.
And maybe you recognize some of those uniforms there. They're from the Civil War, the Indian War, the Spanish-American War, the Punitive Expedition, and World War I. Buffalo Soldiers, the name thought to have come from the 1800s when the Plain Indians said this was a sign of respect.
This is a big float. This is the President's Award, One Legacy, Donate Life. And they are carrying transplant recipients alive today because of life-changing donation.
This is really special. The President Award given to the most outstanding use and presentation of flowers. So, yeah, the theme is treasure every moment together. How beautiful is that? Treasure every
really
moment
is.
together.
I saw this one going up last year as well, and just it's special to hear the stories of the people that are involved in these floats. This nonprofit is dedicated to saving lives through organ, eye, and tissue donation.
Yeah, it serves 215 hospitals, 9 transplant centers, and 20 million donors in Southern California.
So to make this float, 87,000 flowers. That is a lot. The bird's feathers are made of yellow straw flower, orange lentil, black tea leaf, yellow mums, black seaweed, and coconut.
There you see the boat up front. They're made of seaweed, parsley, cranberries. Hard to see where the cranberries might be there, but they're there. Coffee beans and green split peas.
Welcome from Wisconsin. I know you came here for the good warm weather. Right, Wisconsin. This is the Greendale High School Marching Band. They have won 20 straight state championships.
It's pretty obvious when you see them there. Still marching there as the rain continues to fall here in Pasadena. It's the second Rose Parade appearance for the Greendale High School Marching Band. Their first was 6 years ago in 2020. But they're state champions. They won the Wisconsin State Championship 20 years in a row, Christine.
That's something. Well, their director, Tom Reifenberg, has been there 25 years, teaches kids of his former band students. The kids.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
That's so cool. What a legacy. Congratulations to him. And we welcome you for a second time. Last year, I'm sure you saw sunshine. Now you'll have a story to tell about the rain. Did you all bring the rain from Wisconsin? Just checking.
They didn't bring snow.
Didn't bring snow.
They didn't bring snow.
Maybe our mountains big there.
Yeah, well, possibly up in the upper elevations here in Southern California. It's 200 members in this band. They have 75 brass, 65 woodwinds, and 30 percussions. One of the things about this band is that service is important to its members. They visit various hospitals. This is the Fantasy Award, and the Fantasy is given to the most outstanding display of fantasy and imagination.
This is an important group, the California Community Foundation and Black Freedom Fund. We're talking about our wildfires. The theme is Rising Together. It's a tribute to the strength of Pasadena, Altadena, Pacific Palisades, and Malibu, with over 100 million raised and critical relief funds distributed. Again, one of those moments where we're thinking back to the wildfires of January 7th. We're coming up on 1 year. We've done a lot of stories on Fox Local on the Black Freedom Fund and all they've done to help people rebuild and survive in very difficult times.
So the phoenix, very fitting, a phoenix rising from the ashes. All right, this is Oddfellows and Rebecca's. Yeah, this is the Golden State Award, and the Golden State Award given to the most outstanding depiction of life in California.
That is beautiful. The community garden, the corn is popcorn kernels, gold clover seed, white soybeans, and brown coffee. The carrots are orange straw flower and ground parsley.
So the story here is you've got the raccoon, the fox, you've got 2 rabbits there. They normally are animals that might work at odds with each other, but with this theme of working as a team, magic and teamwork, they are working together to cultivate a garden. Cultivate a garden.
Nice.
Yeah.
They use 2 types of pink roses and carnations, lavender, white carnations, and yellow roses.
Oddfellows and Rebecca's, an organization that promotes personal and social development.
Brownsburg, Indiana, welcome to Southern California. Hey, they're making their first ever Rose Parade appearance. I'm sure they're thinking, we were told there'd be sunshine. We came to the Rose Parade for sunshine.
Listen, I think they'll be happy if Indiana wins the Rose Bowl,
might be
right?
cheering for IU.
Another band from Indiana. This is the sound of Brownsburg. It's led by Chris Kaflick. The students are known for their bold uniforms. Yeah, those are bold, all right. Big props and award-winning performances.
Here's what's interesting, too. 100% of band rehearsal is held outside of the school day. Let's give them a listen.
Sound of Brownsburg.
You can see by the moisture on our lens that the rain is coming down. Again, yes.
Yeah.
The ones with the flags here, they're a bit covered up with the longer sleeves.
I do love their uniform.
This is colorful, very colorful.
Unique and fun and vibrant and happy. One of the things about this band is 100% of the rehearsal time is done outside of the school day.
Commitment. That's commitment.
It's probably the case with many of these bands. You have to do it extracurricular, right? Outside of the regular school day.
Well, we hope you're enjoying Southern California. We thank you, Brownsburg, Indiana, for coming out, making your first ever Rose Parade appearance.
And good luck with the Rose Bowl, which happens just a couple of hours from now. Just after this parade is over, it culminates with the Rose Bowl, and they call it the granddaddy of them all because, it could crown eventually the national champion.
So for those of you sitting at home in your comfies watching the parade, that'll be us watching the football game in our comfies.
That's right. Another special float here. It's America 250. Soaring onward together, and it won the Leishman Public Spirit Award. That's the most outstanding floral presentation.
Look at that.
From a non-commercial participant.
The 3 bald eagles represent the past, present, and future of America. State-of-the-art animatronics allow those eagles to have 4 axes of motion. The top eagle is 30 feet in the air. That is spectacular.
This is spectacular.
It is.
And this is really special because, of course, this year we are going to be celebrating a very special birthday for the United States, celebrating its semi-quincentennial birthday of the USA and the signing of the Declaration of Independence. So there you have the majestic bald eagles there. They've got animatronics there where the head moves, the neck pivots, the body rolls, the wings flap. And just to give you a little perspective on how big this float is, those eagles are 30 feet high in the air.
And when you have a float that big, Bobby, they have to lower down to go under the 210 freeway bridge just to get here for the parade. That's one thing about these floats. They're going to have to lower down just to make their way here as they make the trek.
All right. This is our very own LAPD, the Metropolitan Division Mounted Platoon, right here from Los Angeles, California.
Hello, Chief.
Hi, Chief.
Yeah, the actual chief of the LAPD.
Chief Jim McDonald.
Riding there on one of those horses there.
Yeah.
25 horses and 19 officers assigned to work the city of Los Angeles. Each horse, by the way, is given a badge.
The horse is given a badge.
Yeah.
They're a special part of law enforcement. The LAPD Metropolitan Division Mounted Platoon is back after a 6-year hiatus. It focuses on things like crime prevention, crowd management, and public outreach. They also have a little program here where they reach out to underserved kids. There's opportunities to interact with the horses.
Here we go with the Kiwanis International Float. The Kiwanis, we know, do so much when it comes to service. This is their 44th Rose Parade appearance.
The story here, you've got 4 hippos on this float and 3 youngsters. They're all around a watering hole. Of course, the Kiwanis International, this service organization, some of the things they like to do is to help kids and teens with health and nutrition, education and literacy, and leadership development.
So volunteers named the 2 front hippos, Harriet and Henrietta. And get this, a couple of these volunteers, they've worked on the float for 25 consecutive years. It's that fun for them.
It truly is a labor of love.
Yes.
15,000 flowers had to be put onto this float to make this happen. And if you look at the hippos there, they're made of light gray and dark gray, lettucey, just to give it a little bit of a texture there.
Well, apparently they say they used a crazy amount of lettuce seed this year, easily a 5 to 10 gallon bucket. Okay, another band.
Oh, look at this. It's the Bands of America Honor Band, another band from the state of Indianapolis, Indiana, led by Richard Saucedo. The band consists of hand-picked high school students from all 50 states. Let's listen in. They call it the Bands of America because they do come from all 50 states. These are hand-picked high school students. And get this, they only arrived here 4 days ago.
Wow.
And started rehearsing to all come together and work together and look this fantastic. That's just talent.
All high school students. Imagine putting that on your resume to be part of the honor band here. Bands of America Honor Band. 292 members, 123 brass, 90 woodwinds, 35 percussion. Welcome. We thank you for coming out to Southern California.
Really special. They only come together once every 4 years. So they get to come together and do something special here. And this year, it is the Tournament of Roses Parade.
Imagine all the new people you meet when you do something like that.
So much fun.
Merced County Sheriff's Posse from Hilmar, California.
So this is a posse that travels all across the country. They donate their time to schools, to holiday toy drives, and also to search and rescue operations. The horses you're looking at right there are Palomino horses.
Beautiful.
Each posse member cares for and owns their own horses.
They have custom-made, hand-embroidered uniforms with hundreds of rhinestones.
So making their appearance here at the 2026 Tournament of Roses Parade, they've done other things before.
Yeah, they've attended inaugurations for presidents, Richard Nixon, George H.W. Bush, and President Trump in 2017.
This is your Showmanship Award. It is the most outstanding display of showmanship and entertainment.
Shriners Children's, again, another wonderful service organization. Their theme is building dreams together. We know that they provide world-class care to kids worldwide, regardless of a family's ability to pay.
The story here on this float, it's a bear, a dealer. They're all building a treehouse together. The magic in teamwork, the theme of this year's Rose Parade. All right, yeah, this is the 14th Rose Parade appearance for the Shriners Children. 25,000 flowers used to put onto this float, the Showmanship Award.
The treehouse is made of natural cedar shingle roof.
Happy New Year! I'm Ezra Sosa, professional dancer and one of the finalists of this year's Dancing with the Stars. And today I have the best crew with me, Shriners Children's Patients. Every child you see here has been able to keep chasing their passion thanks to the incredible care they received at Shriners Children's. Because helping kids live their best lives is what they do best. All right, let's get ready to enjoy the Rose Bowl game as Indiana faces off against Alabama and the granddaddy of them all. Have a great game and...
Happy New Year!
Okay. And now here are Shriners Children's patients Carlotta and Brandon. At Shriners Children's, the world's leading pediatric, orthopedic, and burn care isn't just practice, it's pioneered. It's where life-changing advancements begin and kids are empowered to do extraordinary things, all while receiving the most amazing care anywhere. Now Carlotta will throw the ceremonial first pass from the Rose Parade to the Rose Bowl game. The 2026 Rose Parade races toward an unforgettable finish as Sebu Simonian of Capital Cities takes the spotlight with her global smash Safe and Sound, joined by Deck of Hearts, fresh off their mic drop win on NBC's The Voice. With a parade of classic cars, this grand finale erupts into a celebration of joy and nostalgia.
Ooh, ooh, I could lift you up. I could show you what you wanna see and take you where you wanna be. You could be my luck. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. I could fill your cup. You know my river won't evaporate. This love we still appreciate. You could be my luck. Even if this hurricane of frowns, I know that we'll be safe and sound. You where you wanna be. You could be my love. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. We're safe and sound. I could fill your cup.
You know my river won't evaporate. That's what we still appreciate. You could be my love. Even in a hurricane of frowns, I know that we'll be safe and sound. We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound. I can show you love. Even tidal wave of mystery, you'll still be standing next to me. You could be my love. Even if we're 6 feet underground, I know that we'll be safe and sound. Come on! We're safe and sound. I could lift you up. I could show you what you want to see and take you where you want to be. You could be my love. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe and sound. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. Hold your ground. Safe and I know that we'll be safe and sound. Safe and sound. Safe and sound. We're safe and sound. Safe and sound. We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound. Safe and sound. We're safe and sound. Safe and sound. We're safe and sound. Hold your ground. Safe and sound. We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound.
Let's hear it for
And there you have it. That is Sabu Simonian of the Capital Cities with the last performance here of the 2026 Tournament of Roses Parade. That song says it all. Safe and sound.
Safe and sound. May you all be safe and sound. It has actually stopped raining right now here in Pasadena. We get a break from the rain. But Bobby D, we got through it. We got through it.
We got through it.
First rain parade in 20 years.
In 2 decades.
Yes.
It's so rare. It's only happened 10 times in the history of 137 years of the Rose Parade. It started off really heavy.
It did.
But these were some really hardy parade goers, participants. Everyone, I can safely say, didn't dampen anyone's spirits. They were enthusiastic. They were happy. And everyone optimistic and hopeful for the new year.
Well, you worked this hard. You practiced this long. You worked on those floats. You're going to miss it. How can you miss it? This is something you're going to talk about. Remember that time I came to the Rose Parade and it rained? It wasn't sunny Southern California.
It's going to be a memorable one.
Really is.
The theme of this year's parade is the magic in teamwork, and really it took a huge team to bring this all together for you. For the people there that worked on all of the floats, the marching band, the equestrian units, the people in the city that brought this all together. And also, Christine, our own team here on Fox Local, through all of the rain, through the storms, they made sure we stayed dry and safe and sound, that's for sure.
Thank you so much to Team Fox Local. We appreciate you very much. And of course, if anybody here wants to go watch the different floats or take a look at them, you can go to Float Fest. It's $26 to get in. Children under 5 are free, but there's 3 days of viewing the float.
Sometimes that's the best way to see them because you can really get up close and personal, and you can see all of the different organic materials they use on the floats. And then over the course of the next couple of days, the flowers actually open up so they look more abundant and bountiful. It really is a spectacular sight.
As I always say, if you have never seen them in person, it really is something. And of course, they're already going to start like tomorrow working on the floats for next year with their designs.
With that, we want to thank you for watching our coverage of the Tournament of Roses Parade. Happy New Year to you all. I'm Bobby Castro.
And I'm Christine Devine. Thanks for being with us. And yes, Happy New Year. Reminder, it is 2026. Here we go, off and running.